on character predictions for tonight as well. Nice. We already got 15 people in the room. Predictions are also open as well, and it looks like prediction channel points are heavy in one direction. So let's take a look. Somebody's got 1.2K on prediction already.
Somebody's feeling good. Now, I will say this. I can bet with 100% certainty that Santiago was the one who banned PS2. He's like, we joked about this a while back because he actually does not like that stage. He does not prefer that as a neutral start. And he, like, now he almost does it as like a joke because he's like, so many people like prefer PS2 to the point where they feel uncomfortable on other stages. They just don't like playing on other stages. And so now he'll just ban it, knowing that it kind of sets a bunch of players off their first like pick. Because now they're not playing PS2, man. They're playing FD in this case. And definitely a good stage for Villager. Villager is one of those characters who he has a lot of like mid-range good options with the Lloyd rocket that you're seeing him throw out. He can either ride it, but you'll often see like that. Villager will throw it out in front of him, and it's honestly a great shield. If somebody ever throws out a hitbox or gets hit by it, it deals a ton of damage on the explosion as well as the impact of it. And it's a great like trade tool now, because now we see Villager with this crazy lead, and he's gonna still have like setups and everything to like just rack up all this damage. But at the same time, like he's just gonna kind of hang out near ledge, as well as just kind of try to make his way in once he feels that an aggressive moment can be had. At the same time, I know between Solace and Homeboi now, we have these two Yoshis both in bracket, and it's definitely interesting. I think that we'll kind of see now, like kind of out of bracket, so many people are now getting this Yoshi experience, and not even just one players. That was a great tech, by the way. We're seeing between Homeboi and Solace now, both in bracket, both playing Yoshi consistently, that all these players are now getting tons of Yoshi experience. So
very true,
definitely take advantage of this if you have the chance to play them, play it and try to learn. But right now we got Homeboi at 85%, man. And that tree, you gotta be careful. It can break your shield. That also can break your shield. That Yoshi down B, man, such a quick option. And we're seeing still Santiago keeping the percent lead, using this Lloyd again as a way to both take trades. Homeboi possibly has to, yeah, unfortunate. I think he meant to do like a forward up B, and he must have slid his finger a bit too fast, and it caused himself to do that egg roll. Yeah. Unfortunate.
He's going to have to get pretty good on this. He's got an opportunity, though, to do really well on this stock right now. Santiago at 93%.
Yeah, and right here, kind of where Yoshi thrives, is forcing you to stay off stage near the ledge. And if he's there it is. There's that hit that I was just going to say. And he just needs to kind of get in. But one thing it seems like Santiago's doing really well is forcing Yoshi to approach from the air. And every time Yoshi tries to approach from the air, Santiago is throwing out that forward aerial hitbox with a slingshot, and it stuffs out any approaches that Homeboi's had close in the air. But as I say that, Santiago gets stuffed in the air by that up air, and now look at this. Even Stevens wrote that one stock apiece, near in percent as well, and we all know the amount of damage Yoshi can do.
Yeah, Santiago right now really kind of playing kind of safe to some degree. Luxray NYC, thank you for the host with one stream viewer.
Yeah, and I actually, the way Santiago is playing is it's one of those like learned over time matchup things, because there's a lot of characters in this game where, especially due to the fast nature of this game with Smash Ultimate.
Yeah.
In Smash 4, it was very much a game about patience and about kind of like who makes a mistake first, and then Brawl was definitely like similar.
Yeah.
It was very neutral focused, and this game's interesting just because of how you're so often required to be faster. And look at this now, Santiago starting to get stuffed out, needs to kind of take back this percent lead, man, for this game one. And one thing I was just gonna get to before this was that Santiago playing it as Villager and playing against Yoshi, you need to be very like patient against Yoshi. Like a lot of his moves seem like you can punish them a lot, or a lot of his things like him throwing an up B and then that down B. Unfortunate.
Yeah, tried to do so much to get around that. Definitely going to check out the replay just to see kind of how that went.
Yeah. I think what was happening here was that once he got stuffed out, Santiago was getting nervous, trying to do something with the setup with the tree. But unfortunately, Yoshi's down B clanked with all of the hitboxes of that. And then we see Homeboi go for it twice here. And Santiago tries to go for the side B, goes for Axe again, plants a tree again, goes for a forward aerial, and does not expect Homeboi to stall himself in the air with that down B. And I know that one thing I was going to get to is just that you got to be patient against him, and using the forward aerial and things like that to kind of edge guard Yoshi is not something that's going to work necessarily, not even because you like what happened there where he used his down B, but also because Yoshi has like that armor on his second jump. He has such a fast airspeed, which gets him to be in those unpredictable scenarios. Like, you have a ton of dangerous situations that you wouldn't have expected yourself to get into with Yoshi, like especially if you've not like experienced them. But at the same time, it's so hard to even like react to when you know they're going to happen.
No, very true. And I mean, you can kind of take a look at it now because both of these guys are looking like they're getting ready to go through a character change. Even though they're not going to go through a stage change, it looks like both of these guys are electing to go back to Final Destination. But they are hanging out in the same one as here. Let's see, gave out a tier 1 community. Oh, perfect. And then of course Titan Killer Field, thanks for popping in. I knew this was your marquee match to watch and see. So does everybody else think right now. We've got 2,600 channel points put up in this. If everybody did not have a suggestion that, oh, look at the character swap here.
Yeah, I like this.
Let's go ahead and get back into it. Homeboi staying on that side. Let's get into the full game. Sherry, I'll let you take it away.
Santiago, man, we've been practicing personally during the school semester. We've had the nice chance of being able to play some sessions through some tools and kind of lab out some new characters. And Santiago's been really like trying to master this hero, trying to really think quickly on his feet, and have some new ways of combating characters with hero. And not so much trying to really fight for RNG, but just having good fundamentals with your sword hits, having really decent awareness of like how your spacing should be, as well as taking advantage of positive RNG and making good use of things like bang, boom. But dang, that forward aerial is so strong. And one thing that may come back to bite Santiago in this matchup right now is that Yoshi really does stuff out characters who can't like fight up close. And Hero, while he is a character with a sword, he is not like your average sword character in the sense that every sword character in this game, man, is really annoying up close, and that's definitely not true with Santiago's character, Hero. This character is like the anti-zoner zoner. He has all of the tools that make playing a zoner really hard to like deal with, but as soon as you get in on Santiago and on Hero, Hero just doesn't have the quickest options to get out of like situations. But he does have options that can help. He has the Psych Up, he has the Oomph, he has Bounce. He has so many good kind of buff tools that can kind of fix some of his things like slow frame data, slow movement speed, etc. And let's see, gets the bang. That's going to kill. Homeboi is now at his last stock in this game too. Ooh, the Accelerate and the Psych Up. Watch out, everybody. We're going to be seeing some combos. Much off at Homeboi, playing very much at that mid-range, knowing that that's going to burn out at some point. Santiago goes for the zoom. Ooh, goes for the... He throws it all away. He doesn't have much mana left. Had the air dodge. Oh no. Let's see. Alright, gets the mana back. Ooh, gets the snooze! Santiago now kind of running out of mana. Needs to get a hit to regain some. Barely at 10. Nice reaction there. Has at 21. Let's see what he can do with it. He doesn't have to... Nice. I think what Santiago was thinking in this matchup, that was so smart. Oh my goodness, that's actually so smart. Santiago with the bounce, that's like a moving reflector. When Yoshi came down with that down B, the stars that Yoshi spawns from that caused the stars to reflect, and then they were then hit Homeboi, and it caused him to hurt himself. And there it is, the kaboom, which literally will send Homeboi flying like the cartoon Acme characters from Looney Tunes, man. That was hilarious. It's like Wile E. Coyote when he messes up a trap.
Yeah.
That move is so good. And right here, that was so unfortunate. He was going for the wave bounce, it looked like. Just like flick it behind him. And it caused him to run out of all of his mana and he couldn't make it back. But then RNGesus comes in and says, here's a big old bomb.
Yeah.
I think that was a good game too for Santiago. It also just seemed like that game, maybe a bit of matchup experience for certain things, like just some inconsistent reactions from Homeboi. There's a lot of things with Hero that if you haven't played somebody who's not just playing him for fun, you wouldn't realize you could use in certain scenarios. Like that bounce I've never seen. But something else I've never seen is a Crom from Homeboi.
Yeah, this is different. I had an issue real quick just setting it up.
We're like, what the heck is going on? It's go time, he says. And Homeboi, man, I could definitely see him having a pocket Crom. He's very aggressive with Yoshi, and Crom, very much like Yoshi, is very fast in the air. This character has the second fastest airspeed in the game, funny enough, despite him being a great swords character. He does have some crazy good aerials with his forward aerial, his nair, his back air is super quick, his up air is a great juggle tool, his jab is a great combo starter, man. And look at this damage, already at 90 as Santiago uses the zoom to get back to your stage. Ooh, goes for the up B, not gonna get though. Santiago tries to go for a crazy punish, but doesn't get much. And I think what Homeboi's thinking here is he wants to really control center stage with this Crom. He wants to really make sure that Santiago is either on the ledge trying to zone or just unable to get to him. But the counter read coming out for Homeboi, really great, gets the taunt off. Santiago taunts twice in his favor and gets the kaboom! Really nice use of that. And that's what I mean, like there are players where, I mean, yeah, it was RNG if Santiago got that, but he is so well practiced in just reading off maybe 1 or 2 letters of the word kaboom, knowing that it's not saying kamikaze, and like blowing himself up. And look at this, the magic burst from the edge guard, not gonna kill yet. I think it was just due to not being at max charge, but I see him trying to recover again, gets the recover. Santiago's out of mana. Gets the backer off. Really nice use of that. Alright, we see the accelerate come out again. Nice use. I really like it. Kind of just waiting around, trying to see what he can get off of it, but also not wasting any more mana than he already has. Because one nice thing about accelerate is that when you use it, since it makes you so much faster and like bouncier in a sense, you can kind of use it to like stall out for a second and like take a breather if you do. But that 2-frame! Crom's F smash, guys, gross. And that's kind of why. Ooh, gets the freeze. Oh, that would have been awesome. Full charge, side B, or neutral B, gets 40 MP off. Let's see, Homeboi at 129, needs to get something going. 150, man. Oh, head kaboom. Let's see. Not a kill percent yet. Max rage, however. Oh, don't get crumbed. Careful here. Because at this point, Crom has so much damage. And that's going to be it.
Just like that, Santiago going up 2-1 in his return. Moving on to round number 2. Let's catch the instant replay on that.
Yeah, man. This was just one of the situations where it could have happened, man. Like, Crom is one of those characters, when you give him rage, he's a monster. It's actually terrifying sometimes playing against Crom, because like we know Homeboi is like, he's capable, man.
Yeah.
Crom was not like just some like joke character either. It took Santiago Zero to last stock. However, I do think that for that, it was just a mix of like confidence and as well as just damage output. And Santiago had both, it seemed, especially towards the end of that set.
Very true, very true. All right, well, as you guys saw right underneath Cherry, of course, we are still keeping up with our $15 goal per night of donations. I'm going to type it in the chat right now, !donate, and you guys are able to donate to our commentators, of course, who are holding us down for at 3 hours minimum of just straight talking and analysis. And then I think what's also special about Cherry is bringing the extra information from his King of the Hill and casual sessions as well. So if you guys get a chance to, please make sure to donate. All donations go directly to him. Once again, we've got a $15 goal on that. We are at 0 right now. But yeah, if you guys get a chance to, please do be sure to do that. Next up, we've got Swag Flu versus